The article 13 Rules That Expire had me thinking critically about the way I learned math. I was introduced to most of the rules mentioned in the article. I had never given thought to the fact that learning these rules may be why I never got a firm grasp of some mathematical concepts. Some of these rules that expire include addition and multiplication make numbers bigger, and subtraction and division make numbers smaller. Two negatives make a positive. The mnemonic device PEMDAS and the equal sign means find the answer or write the answer. It is important for our students' mathematical development that we not teach any of these tricks to our students. My first quote is on the top of page 20. The latter classroom can leave students with a collection of explicit yet arbitrary rules that do not link to reasoned judgment, but instead to learning without thought. This quote is referencing a classroom where the teacher does most of the talking and students are encouraged to remember tricks to make the math easier. This classroom is the kind of classroom in which I learned as a child. Now, as an adult, I realize that it's important to understand why something works and not only learn shortcuts to get to the answer faster. My next quote is on the bottom of page 20. Such experiences can be frustrating and in students' minds can further the notion that mathematics is a mysterious series of tricks and tips to memorize rather than big concepts that relate to one another. When students learn a rule for a basic mathematical concept and then later learn that that rule does not always hold true, they could get confused and frustrated. Having to relearn concepts thanks to these rules can put students who use these rules further behind than their classmates who do not. Over the past few months, I have learned that ideas or concepts that I thought to be true are not true in every situation. That is what is wrong with teaching students tricks to make the math easier. The tricks only make the math easier for the moment until a concept comes along that negates what students had previously learned. My final quote is found towards the end of the article at the bottom of page 24. In addition to helping students avoid the 13 rules that expire, we must also pay close attention to the mathematical language we use as teachers and that we allow our students to use. Using correct language when teaching mathematical concepts is important for students' future learning. If I use incorrect language, it may confuse students. Though it be unintentional, I may encourage misconceptions in students' thinking if I don't use correct terminology. Using accurate language is also important because it lines up with SMP 6, which requires attending to precision. Like other aspects of teaching, choosing words wisely is important when introducing new material and concepts to students. Using precise and accurate language when talking to students not only encourages attending to precision, but eases students' frustrations as they advance through mathematics learning. Precise language means avoiding these rules given in the article, rules which when first taught are meant to make learning easier. As teachers, our goal should not be to make learning easy for students. It should be to facilitate their learning by making them think critically about the content they are given.